こんにちは、リカです。Today's video is for beginners. This is lesson 12 of my beginners collection, and today we are learning phrases that are related to the verb eat. With who, when, at where, and with what. We would also learn a few things about Japanese food as well. In this video, there are a lot of important grammar and vocabulary, so please take screenshots if you like. If you haven't watched my other videos yet, please take a look at the playlist Beginner's Lessons Level 1 to learn Japanese step by step. Let's learn about Japanese food first. Kome, rice, is a very important part of Japanese diet. Cooked rice is gohan. From kome, you can make ingredients like sake, mirin, and soup. Also, there are a lot of crackers and sweets that are made from rice as well. Misoshiru is very important too. This is made with miso and dashi. Dashi is often made from dried kelp, kombu, and bonito, katsuo. But nowadays, if you go to supermarket, you can find dashi powders to make cooking easier. Tsukemono, pickles, are a very important part of Japanese culture as well. When there was no fridge, people made tsukemono at homes to keep the vegetables edible for a longer period of time. There is also pickled plum, umeboshi. These are 10 Japanese food chosen by Japanese people. 1 is sushi. 2 is sashimi, raw fish. 3 is unaju. This is eel cooked in sweet soy sauce and served on rice. 4 is sukiyaki. This is beef and vegetables cooked in sweet soy sauce-based soup. 5 is karaage, fried chicken. 6 is tempura, often shrimp and vegetables fried. 7 is tonkatsu, fried pork. 8 is soba, buckwheat noodles. And 8, nikujaga, meat and potatoes cooked in soy sauce-based soup. Oden is vegetables and all kinds of things cooked in dashi-based soup. What's your favorite Japanese food? My favorites are tendon and unadon. The don at the end describes that there is rice underneath something. Now let's learn today's verb, to eat, 食べます. This verb forms exactly the same way as all the other verbs with masu at the end. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, please take a look at lesson 8 where I explain about how verbs are formed. To ask, what would you eat? 何を食べますか? Nani is what. 食べます is a present future form of the verb to eat. If you want to talk about the past, you would use the past form 食べました instead. を is an object marker that works with the object. And か is the question marker at the end. The subject you is hidden in the Japanese phrase, but if you want to add it, you would say あなたは何を食べますか? If you want to learn about the particle wa, there are 2 videos that you can watch. To answer to this question, I eat something, something を食べます。By adding ka at the end of the quote, you can make a question too. For example, 肉を食べます is I eat meat or he eats meat. 肉を食べますか is do you eat meat or does he eat meat, for example. 何を食べますか？ピザを食べます。魚を食べますか？はい、食べます。or いいえ、食べません。Let's practice. 何を食べますか？ラーメンを食べます。明日は何を食べますか？明日はうどんを食べます。昨日は何を食べましたか？昨日は大福を食べました。チョコレートを食べますか？はい、食べます。昨日、ケーキを食べましたか？いいえ、食べませんでした。Now let's learn another phrase. With who do you eat something? Something を食べますか is something that we learned already. And by adding 誰と in the front of the phrase, we can ask about the person who you eat with. 誰と something を食べますか？誰 is who and と is with. To answer, person と something を食べます。誰と寿司を食べますか？父と母と寿司を食べます。This と is with, but this と is and. They are exactly the same particle but with different meanings. You can also say 父と母と食べます if you already know we're talking about sushi. Let's practice. 誰と寿司を食べますか？友達と寿司を食べます。誰と焼肉を食べますか？ももと焼肉を食べます。誰と団子を食べましたか？ケンと団子を食べました。ももと何を食べましたか？ももとカツを食べました。昨日誰と何を食べましたか？ 父と鍋を食べました。Let's learn another phrase. When do you eat something? Something を食べますか again is the phrase that we already know. Adding いつ in the front, you can ask about when you eat. いつ something を食べますかいつ is when. To answer, you can say time に something を食べます。The time here includes hour, minute, day, date, year, season, and so on. The particle に often works with the time and comes right after the time you mention. This is a list of situations when you have to add に after the time. Of course, there are exceptions. These are the situations when you don't need に after the time. For example, いつケーキを食べますか ?12 月25日にケーキを食べます。or 12月25日に食べます。In this case, if you want to answer tomorrow, you don't need に anymore. 明日ケーキを食べます。or 明日食べます。Let's practice. いつ寿司を食べますか土曜日に寿司を食べます。いつそばを食べますか大晦日にそばを食べます。いつカレーを食べましたか昨日カレーを食べました。いつ牛丼を食べますか毎週金曜日に牛丼を食べます。いつ納豆を食べましたか去年納豆を食べました。Let's look at another phrase to ask about the place where you eat. どこで something を食べますか To answer place で something を食べます。We have already learned this kind of phrase in lesson 11. Please take a look at the video. These are a few places to eat. レストラン、カフェ、食堂、会社、家、外。外 means outside in general, but when we eat out, we can say, I eat out. 外で食べます as well. This is another phrase when we want to talk about a tool that we use to eat. 何で something を食べますか tool で something を食べます。We have learned this kind of phrase in lesson 10. Tools to eat. 箸、手、フォーク、スプーン、ナイフ。The particle で is a bit complicated. We have seen two kinds of particle で in this video. The first kind of で indicates a tool or a method that you use, while the second kind of で indicates place of action. So it's the same particle but different meanings. Let's practice. どこで昼ご飯を食べますか？会社で昼ご飯を食べます。何でパスタを食べますか？フォークでパスタを食べます。どこでカツ丼を食べましたか？レストランでカツ丼を食べました。何でピザを食べますか？手でピザを食べます。Today in lesson 12 we learned phrases that are related to the verb eat. Next week I would post a big practice video with phrases that we learned in the past 12 lessons. So be prepared. Thank you for watching my video. I hope it was useful. I post every Tuesday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday as well. If you like, please subscribe. じゃあまたね。バイバイ。